Alright guys, so today we are over on the Mayuri Epic Raid because for those that don't know, it's been a hot minute since we've actually had a video like this where we get to discuss the upcoming characters that are set to return in the month of August. For those that don't know why we can actually do this, essentially any Epic Raid bonus that you do see on your screen are scheduled to return this month in a banner, so you could potentially use them in this Epic Raids. Again, the last time we did do something like this was back in November when we had the Yuha Epic Raids, and since then we've yet to get a new one besides right now. And due to these bonuses, we are able to tell what characters are set to return in the next 30 or so days, while at the same time we're also getting a new Epic Raid next month, the Awakened Mayuri, where once more we'll get to see a quick glimpse of some of the characters that are scheduled to return for the month of September. Now you will notice a big focus on a lot of limited characters, to be fair. I don't think there's a single premium character here. Really not. There's not a single premium character in this list of bonus characters. Everyone is limited and there's quite a bit of 1000-year Blood War characters. So let's have a look then at the upcoming banners. So first up, let's work it down in order. Obviously, we do have the most recent end of month with Yachiru, Yamamoto, and also Chojuro. And alongside that, 1000-year Blood War around 13, and I believe 11, or maybe 12. There's too many banners right now for me to remember the exact numbers. But Gremi, Lie, and also Lie are featured in that banner. And that's the banner, of course, everyone has been summoning, alright? Now, this banner will be lasting until the 12th of August, where then Unohana's individual then does begin. And with that, you're going to get another chance if you do decide to summon on that, which I assume is a lot of people, to be fair, myself included. You will get a chance to go for Ishin. Really happy that he is in that banner. He is one of the better Brave Battle characters in the game and does a decent job at going against someone like Yamamoto, the new Brave Battle Beast. And one of the great things about Ishin when he first releases is that we get to pull for him again multiple times since he is a premium character. Just like now, for example, as I mentioned when he released back in February, is that there will be times where he will be featured in a good banner like this one right now. You can go for Unohana while also trying to go for Ishin, and the more dupes of him, the better he is in that Brave Battle game modes. Alongside that though, you also have Soifon and also the Spirit Society version of Ichigo. And for me, I'm actually missing those two characters, so Unohana's individual is looking quite good. Definitely going to be doing at least 5 steps on that banner. Now that banner is going to last around 6 or so days, I believe until the 18th, where then Yamamoto's individual does start, and he's going to be paired with Kaname, Kensei, and also a Christmas Ruroka. Once more, that's going to last around 6 or so days, and then we get Chojo's individual, with Stark, a somewhat newer premium, Jushiro, a more so Guild Quest-centered character, and then once more another seasonal character. Individual-wise, all 3 banners are actually quite decent, but definitely the one with the most value, at least for me, is definitely Unohana's. But we already know those banners, right? Those banners were announced around a week or so ago. The dates are all in game, so if you want to know the exact time the banner does start, just check the in-game news. Now let's have a look at some of the newer banners that hasn't officially been announced just yet. So first up, we have the 1000-year Blood War selection. This is a new type of banner that Caleb are doing. Usually in any given month, we get 1000-year Blood War rerun. Now, around 2 weeks ago, they have changed the way they do it. We're now getting more 1000-year Blood War banners in any given month. We're now finally starting to get new 1000-year Blood War characters. But one of the newer things they are doing is a selection banner. So instead of just rerunning a banner, have 9 fillers, 25 steps, they're doing a selection with a smaller cast of characters. As we saw with this particular banner, there was 5 characters, 5% pull rate. Overall, you have a 1% chance to get that individual character. If for some reason you are hunting an old 1000-year Blood War character still, that's going to be your best chance to get the character. Would I recommend always pulling on those? Probably not, but each selection will have their own value. In this case, the upcoming selection, which actually just got announced in-game today, is 1000-year Blood War Round 1's return, and also they just threw in a Round 4 Ichigo. Now, these characters are old, I'll be honest, most of them are almost unusable outside of maybe Guild Quests. The 2 most usable characters of the bunch here definitely are Byakuya and also Ichigo. Byakuya though more so you do have to have max transcended. And I've actually used both of those characters in a team to actually nuke in Guild Quest, for example. So keep in mind, most of these characters are quite old, they are quite outdated. While yes, the resurrections did make them better, you're probably still not going to use them unless you really do like the character, and that's perfectly fine. One of the main things about this banner though is that these characters in particular have not returned in quite some time. I believe this might be Round 4 Ichigo's first time returning in over a year. For some reason, they are super rare. It's most likely because they resurrect that Caleb don't want to throw them into a bunch of banners, but I guess it is nice to see them all return in this particular banner with 5 of them, right? If you get a 5-star, it is guaranteed to be one of these 5 characters. Now, would it be really worth summoning on? That ultimately comes down to you. If you are missing all 5, I would probably recommend doing the discounts, because if you do get a 5-star here, each character is worth 200 orbs, and mostly everyone, if not everyone here, is a really good link for any future character. And given how rare they have been, we have no idea when they're next going to return on an even better banner, for example. The hope would be one day they return on a banner with new 1000-year Blood War characters to summon for. And I assume that day will come, but we have no idea how long we're going to have to wait for that to actually happen. So yeah, that banner is happening tomorrow. It's going to last until the 16th. Ultimately, if you summon on that, comes down to you. Then after that, we have another potential banner. Now, I threw in round 11 of 1000-year Blood War, that being the Tanjiro banner as the image for this selection. But we have no idea if these characters are going to be thrown together. They might get their own selection. But since most of these characters here are featured in the Epic Raid bonus list, they are scheduled to return. So these characters could return in their own selections. Maybe we might get a Squad 0 selection. That would be kind of cool, right? 5% chance to get a Squad 0 character. You're guaranteed a Squad 0 character. If you get a 5-star, that would be kind of cool. We do know that the other round 4 characters are scheduled to return, that being Kisuke, Yoruichi, and also Yuha. So once more, it's possible they get their own type of selection banner, but at the same time, remember, we do get a 1000-year Blood War banner rerun every month, excluding selections. But maybe they're going to do something different this time. We have no idea. It's the first time we are getting 1000-year Blood War selection banners. Either way, though, whether it is a rerun or a selection, whether these characters are included together or in their own different banners, they are scheduled to return in the month of August. So once more, if you potentially were waiting for round 4 to return, more so Yoruichi, Kisuke, and Yuha, they should be in some type of banner in the month of August. Same goes for Squad 0 characters such as Tanjiro, Kiryu, and also Senjumaru. Potential chance that Ichibei and also Uetu return, but that's not guaranteed. They were in different banners, and they aren't featured anywhere here on the bonus list of characters. And just like 1000-year Blood War, we also are scheduled our usual novel banner rerun. In this case, since Toshiro is featured as a bonus, that means Untold Stories Round 5, Toshiro, Kaname, and also Sajin are scheduled to return this month as our usual Safui banner rerun. This is expected, and if you want to try and go for those characters, that's going to be your best chance to get them. With that, however, because it is a novel banner, that means we are going to get Calm for You Old fillers or Spirits Are Fair With You fillers. We have no idea what the full list of characters will be, but we can see that someone like Ginjo, for example, is featured here, so he's very likely him and his banner will be in this upcoming filler pool. So Ginjo, Tsukushima, and Osamari should also return in that particular banner. Same goes for Bankai Shuei. Will he be with the other 2 characters, such as Hikone and also Aura? Not really too sure. I'm going to go ahead and assume no, because usually when it comes to Safui banners, they also throw in another round of Spirits Are Fair With You. So maybe it will be these 7 characters, and then the last 2 characters to round up this banner will be a 2-character Safui banner, like Yoruichi Soifon, Kisuke, Shinji, for example. Hopefully not Hikone and Aura, because that would overall lower the value of the banner. Personally, I wouldn't summon on another banner that only features 3 Safui characters. When I'm summoning on a rerun banner like that, I like it when most of the banner are Safui characters because they are naturally better, they're more relevant, more new. Most Cornfield characters like 1000-year Blood War are collector pieces now since they have been out for quite some time. And that's essentially all we know when it comes to the upcoming rerun banners. There are also these 5 characters on your screen that are scheduled to return in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's in the upcoming mid-month banner, whether we get some random Brave selection, we're not really too sure, but Party Time Aizen, Party Time Toshiro, Orient Kukaku, Party Time Gin, and Christmas Orihime are also scheduled to return some way, shape, or form in the month of August. So there you have it. Those are the upcoming reruns for the month of August. At least of what we know thus far before they get the official announcement in-game. Let me know if you're excited for any of these characters returning. I know a lot of people still love and will try and go for that Toshiro. He's still one of the better characters in the entire game. Really cool design too. And at the same time, even if they are in their own selection banners, it is funny nice to see round 1 and 4 of 1000-year Blood War make a return. While I'll be skipping it on my main because I do own the characters myself, I might just do the first 2 steps on this particular banner, at least on my alt account, because I'm pretty sure I'm missing all 5 characters here. If I get 1 new character on the discount, or even the second discount, I'm making profit or I'm making my orbs back. But with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As next time, take care and peace.